More and more often, we can hear that sugar is a slow poison. Is it true? And if so, why isn't such important information printed on billboards on every corner? And the cardinal question is, should I act somehow in regards to sugar? We need answers to these questions because people in many countries consume more than 100 kilograms of sugar yearly. 300 years ago, this was less than 2 kilograms. How has been such a significant change in our diet possible? Why do we consume so much sugar compared to our ancestors? They had sugar only occasionally and in small quantities. They had some fruits, but just seasonally. If they conserved them, they used those products sparingly. They could get a bit of honey from time to time, and that was all they usually got before the invention of sugar crystallization. And even after that, they still consume sweet food in small quantities. Recently, we can find sugar in almost all processed food we consume, so it's hard to avoid it. Moreover, most people don't want to avoid it, as sugar is one of the most addictive drugs. It's more addictive than cocaine. What other negative impacts does it have on humans? It depletes your body of minerals as it decreases their absorption and increases their excretion. Sugar cuts down your immunity because when blood glucose goes up, the activity of white blood cells goes down. A varying level of blood sugar does no good for your brain. Not only can you have so-called brain fog in your daily life, but sugar is also one of the main suspects causing dementia, especially Alzheimer's. Another malicious disease thrives on metabolized glucose, cancer. And sugar provokes chronic inflammation that can cause all sorts of cardiovascular and autoimmune problems. Have you heard about fatty liver? In the past, only alcoholics and older people with a poor diet had it. Nowadays, even teens are diagnosed with this life-threatening condition. Since one sugar component fructose can only be metabolized in the liver, sugar is as dangerous as alcohol. Not to mention that fatty liver can lead to diabetes and other feared disease often caused by sugar overconsumption. So is sugar a slow poison? I think the answer is clear. But unfortunately, the food industry is so powerful that it's been able to corrupt some scientists and governmental organizations, similarly as the tobacco industry did in the past. Thus, candies can still be advertised to children in most countries. And many producers of sweets and soft drinks support sport events and athletes, thus suggesting that it's not their fault that people have health issues. Instead, they imply it's because people do not do enough sport. But no physical activities can balance the negative impact of sugary products. Hence, what can you do to avoid such slow poisoning? If you quite reasonably decide that you want to decrease your sugar intake, you might consider the following steps. Quit soft drinks. One small can of Coke contains more sugar than the recommended daily amount that is usually about 30 grams and differs from country to country. And you have to consider that even this recommended amount is too much. Also, avoid fruit juices. Although they might seem to be healthier than soft drinks, they contain even more sugar. You will see health benefits already after this first step. Limit consumption of fruits. Don't forget that one apple contains the same amount of sugar as a donut. Though the apple is healthier, you still must consider the total sugar you eat in such fruit. If you want to play safely, choose berries, as they have the least sugar. It's apparent that you want to avoid candies. But you should also stay away from low-fat products, as producers replace fat with sugar and claim impudently that such product is diet food. It would be best to avoid any highly processed food that would give you the best health benefits.
2 golden menus.
Thank you. These are car safe. Bless them.
But if you want to or need to consume such food, check the nutrition label carefully. And be especially alert if you see corn syrup, the worst form of sugar you can get. What to do if you already have some health issues? Apart from abstaining from sugar, you might consider one of the low-carb diets, as they have already helped many people. I will put links to some interesting channels into the description. Are you planning to change something in your life regarding sugar consumption? Please let me know in the comments and please like the video if you want to support this channel. Thanks.